Welcome back to Flood the Food. Today, we're talking about sous vides, but particularly, we're gonna be talking about, first of all, what is a sous vide, and we're gonna talk about 3 effective ways to use a sous vide in the home. So make sure to stay tuned in this video. Hello, my name's Chris Green, owner of Flood the Food, and today we're talking about sous vides. But before we get started, make sure to click below to subscribe to the channel so you can get more recent updates every week as we do these videos on different equipment, different meals inside the home, and helping you save money for your family when cooking and being more cost efficient in the home when it comes to these different things. So today we're talking about sous vide. What is a sous vide? The easiest way to think of a sous vide is it's a water bath. It's basically just the water you're putting here in this container, and you're using this little machine right here to heat it up. You just stick it in here like this, plug it in, turn it to your temperature. In a couple of hours, you've got a phenomenal meal. I'm gonna tell you what, my wife was questionable when I bought this thing. Water bath, sounds disgusting, right? Now she swears by it, says it's some of the best meals she's ever had. So let's talk about some of those meals today. So first of all, let's talk about what is the first effective way to use this machine inside your home? And I'll tell you what I just used it for yesterday, and that is for defrosting meat. You know, as families, we get really busy. We don't have time, or like me, I used to waste so much meat. I'd put it in the fridge, something would come up, my daughter would have a softball game I forgot about, and meat goes bad 2 days later. First of all, that's why I stopped buying meat from the grocery store and started buying it from a butcher and vacuum sealing it myself, so this meat would stay good much longer in the fridge. But you've got that ground beef you want to take out, it's going to take 24 hours to thaw it out, or you could throw it in the microwave and defrost it. Now you get this burn on there, the quality is terrible. However, putting it in this thing, you can have your defrosted meat in as little as 30 minutes. In fact, I had it in less than that last night. Simply putting this thing on 50 degrees Fahrenheit, put 2 pounds of ground beef in here, and in 30 minutes we had the meat ready to go for our Sloppy Joe recipe, which we will do on this channel down the road. So that's one effective way, defrosting meat. Now the second effective way that we use a sous vide for here in the home is reheating. You know, you've made these nice meals, you've put them in the freezer, you intend to reuse them, but how do you reheat them without losing that flavor? Well, this is where the sous vide comes into play. You know, we use it for things like reheating stews and soups. It's very common for us to put some brunswick stew in here that we made 4 or 5 months ago, heat it back up to a temperature of about 150 degrees after about an hour, and it's ready to go. We did the same thing with a tri-tip a few months ago. When I tried a tri-tip for the first time, when we put it in here and reheated it, and it was like it had not lost any flavor. So reheating in the sous vide is a great way to maybe prepare these meals in advance. I did it with a turkey breast, where we cooked a turkey breast a few weeks ago, and then I vacuum sealed it. And when it comes to vacuum sealer too, one of the things that I recommend is usually a chamber vacuum sealer. We'll talk about some differences between those two in another video. But you definitely want to have a vacuum sealer when having this thing because it's going to be so much value to you. So that's number 2 is reheating things. Remember, you're bringing it up to that temp, so it's going to keep that moisture in it. Then you just cut it out of the bag and you've got it ready to serve. Now let's talk about actually cooking in the sous vide. Now, there's really nothing I haven't tried in a sous vide. Heck, I even tried bacon in here overnight. Now everybody swears by it. It didn't come out well for me. It was soggy, and my wife's all about her crispy bacon, which is why I do it on the Blackstone grill or the other griddle. But we've done things like pork chops in here. We've done chicken. We do pork tenderloins, and they come out perfectly well every time. Typically, I put them in here for about 2 hours when I'm working because I work remotely from home. I'll put a pork in here, usually 145 to 165, and then I pull it out and I usually finish it in a cast iron skillet, or I finish it, on the grill. Or I may cook it on the grill first to give it a sear, and then I throw it in here for a couple of hours. It's the exact same thing I'll be doing with a beef tenderloin in this thing for Christmas. We'll be sous videing it, and then we're either going to sear it first or we're going to sear it after. I haven't decided which one yet. But that's 3 effective ways of using the sous vide in the home that can be majorly cost effective for you. So as I say, if you want to learn more about cost-effective ways like this, preparing certain meals as we do on this channel, make sure to click below to subscribe to the channel. My name is Chris Green, and you've been watching Flood the Food, 3 effective ways to use the sous vide in the home.